During the fourth inning of Game 7 of the World Series between the Dodgers and Astros, a brand new TV spot for Star Wars The Last Jedi dropped on unsuspecting audiences nationwide. While echoing parts of the second trailer for the next Star Wars flick that landed in early October, like when Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill emphatically declares that this is not going to go the way you think, we are treated to a few tantalizing new shots, at least once of which will hit Star Wars fans right in the nostalgia feels. The bit I'm referring to is when we see Luke enter the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon for the first time in what has to be a while, recalling a similar moment from The Force Awakens, which highlighted one of that movie's trailers, in which Han Solo says Chewie, "We're home," as he steps foot on the Falcon for the first time in a while. Also read The Last Jedi. Star Wars universe expands in new pics from film photos. Another tantalizing new shot in the 45-second minute trailer is a look at what appears to be Supreme Leader Snoke's First Order throne room. It's an appropriately stark and generally disconcerting image, one which is, in the tradition of these movies, evokes imagery of Nazi Germany with its color scheme of deep reds and blacks. Look at how creepy this is. Meanwhile, the spot brings back that screaming porch everyone likes so much, Kylo Ren punching inanimate objects, the Falcon flying through a really cool-looking cavern, full of large red crystals. You can view the TV spot above. In September 2017, Lucasfilm announced it had parted ways with Star Wars Episode IX director Colin Trevorrow just months before the film was set to begin production, and then revealing a week later that J.J. Abrams would take his place. But that's hardly the first shakeup of the modern Star Wars era. Here's all the drama that's happened since Disney bought Lucasfilm and the Star Wars franchise in 2012. All three new numbered Star Wars movies, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and the untitled Episode IX, were originally announced for May launches before being pushed to December. Michael Arndt was originally hired to write The Force Awakens but was replaced because his draft wasn't coming along as quickly as the powers that be at Lucasfilm wanted. Director J.J. Abrams and Lawrence Kasdan took over screenwriting duties. Josh Trank, the first director hired for the standalone anthology film that we now know as Untitled Han Solo film, was fired from the project in May 2015 amid reports of drama on the set of his Fantastic Four film, with producer Simon Kinberg reportedly calling him erratic. Trank later said he left Star Wars because he wanted to do something original. Colin Trevorrow landed the Episode IX directing gig in 2015, and wrote the first script with his writing partner Derek Connolly. But Lucasfilm ultimately nixed their screenplay, and in August, Jack Thorne was reported to have taken over those duties. Lucasfilm still hasn't made any official announcement about Thorne. Phil Lord and Chris Miller were hired to direct Han Solo from Lawrence Kasdan's script, and made it through most of production before being fired in June 2017. Reports credited a conflict with Lucasfilm over their filmmaking style. Ron Howard was then brought in to finish the project. Michael K. Williams landed a supporting role in the Han Solo movie, but after Ron Howard replaced Lord and Miller, the amount of additional shooting was apparently extensive enough that Williams no longer had time for the film. His character ended up being cut from the film completely. Trevorrow was replaced on Episode IX by The Force Awakens director J.J. Abrams, who Disney also announced would write the screenplay with Argo and Batman v Superman scribe Chris Terrio. In September 2017, Lucasfilm announced it had parted ways with Star Wars Episode IX director Colin Trevorrow just months before the film was set to begin production, and then revealing a week later that J.J. Abrams would take his place. But that's hardly the first shakeup of the modern Star Wars era. Here's all the drama that's happened since Disney bought Lucasfilm and the Star Wars franchise in 2012.